Hello everyone, I'm Divya from Al-Abrish Technologies. Today I'm excited to give you a complete step-by-step walkthrough of our Al-Abrish WhatsApp API CRM mobile application. We've built some incredible features into our CRM to help businesses communicate faster, automate smarter, and manage customer conversation from anywhere. This isn't just another WhatsApp API CRM. We've designed it to deliver a true WhatsApp-like experience while adding powerful CRM, campaign management, automation, security, and productivity features that helps businesses save time every single day. So let's dive right in. Now, as you log into your account with your email ID and password, you would be redirected to your chat section. Now, in the chat section, you would be able to see a filter of all messages, read, unread, active, archived, pinned, blocked, and other messages. Now, if you want to create a list of your own, you can just click on the plus button and create a custom list where you can add your customers. Next, on the top, we have a DND option. By clicking on the DND option, you would activate the DND mode. If you do not wish to receive any notifications post your working hours, you can just enable the DND mode and the notifications would stop coming up on your device. Then we have the lock option. Now, if you click on the lock icon, you can lock your conversation with the customer. We can verify the chat security by adding the PIN and the chat would be unlocked. With this, your team members would not be able to access your conversation and your confidential information would be with yourself. Then we have a profile. Now in the profile, we can view our profile picture, set up our profile picture. We can view the admin name, the email ID, and we can set up a profile details such as name, email ID, phone number, additional details such as date of birth, anniversary date, gender. Below that, we can set up our address by adding our city, our PIN code, state, country, and save the changes. Going back to the chats, here, you can see that any template that we have created or any template which is approved would be notified to us with a WhatsApp API notification. With this, it would be easy for us to understand that our template has been submitted for approval, and once it is approved, we would get the notification here. This would ease our understanding and we do not have to check our emails or refresh our emails again and again to see if our template has been approved or not. Let's open a conversation. Now on the top, you can see that the customer's profile picture is visible. We have added this feature just like WhatsApp, so the team member feels like they are using WhatsApp itself. Then on the top, you can see that the business name is visible. Beside that, we can see if the customer is using WhatsApp Business or a WhatsApp Messenger. Also, below that, we can see a reply window is open. When the customer initiates a conversation, the reply window is open for 24 hours. Once the 24 hours reply window is closed, we can initiate a conversation again by sending a template message, and if the customer responds back, the reply window would be open again. Below that, we have the sender's time zone, we have the date and the country mentioned so that we do not invade the customer's personal time and we message them during the business hours. After that, we have a call option. By clicking on the call option, we can copy the phone number on our keypad and we can connect with the customer. Soon, we are going to launch the calling option on WhatsApp in the application itself. Then we have a search bar. By clicking on the search bar, we can search the customer's chat, which we have had previously with them. Then we have 3 kebab dots. By clicking on that, we can view the contact, we can start messages, mute notification, lock chat, block conversation, clear chat, and set the chat theme. If I click on the customer's profile, here you can see that we can easily copy the customer's phone number, we can view the profile details, we can view the lead details and view the lead source. In the bottom, we can see the images, videos, audio, documents, and links that are shared in the conversation. So if we have to search any media file, we just have to click on the profile and we can view the media. This is just like any other WhatsApp application. Below that, we have notes. In the notes, we can add the summary of the conversation that we had with the customer, and to ease the work, we can also add an audio note. So when the team member is adding the notes, they can either type or set the audio note, and their name and the time would be mentioned in the notes itself. Below that, we have the settings which we have already seen, like we can mute the conversation, we can enable the blue tick. So if you want the customer to view that the blue tick is gone and you have seen the message, you can enable the blue tick. We can set up the chat language, we can see if there are any scheduled messages, view pinned messages, view start messages. Again, we can see the chat theme, we can download the Excel and PDF. Below that, we have a tagging section. Now, if any tag is added to the customer's contact, we would be able to see in the tagging section. After that, we have assigned team members. So if the conversation is assigned to any team member, we could view it over here, or we can easily assign the conversation from the conversation. Then we have an option of delete chat and an option to block the conversation. Now you can see that there is a translation below the message of the conversation. If you click on this translation, you can translate the conversation in your preferred language. So if the customer is an international customer and sending us a message in his local language, we can translate the conversation right into our application and we can send him a message. We do not have to redirect to any other software or rely on any other application. We can just translate the conversation in our CRM itself. And we are going to introduce more than 100 languages so you can easily have a conversation with your international customers. Now, if you long press, you can see that you can also react on the conversation. You can pin the conversation, star it, forward it, reply to the conversation, and copy the conversation just like WhatsApp. Now on the keypad, you can see that we can easily add emojis, we can add GIF, And we can add stickers. We can easily create a sticker by just uploading images from our gallery like we do on WhatsApp. Then we have an option of quick replies. Now if you want to create a group of quick replies and you want to set it up and send it to the customer, you can do that as well. Or you can also create an instant quick reply. Here, if I click on the quick reply, you can see that you can edit the message in the quick reply and send a custom message. After that, we have a clip on which we click. We can see the documents, the camera, gallery, audio, location like WhatsApp, contacts, templates, and quick replies. Now, by clicking on the location, you can send the exact location to your customer. This is applicable only in our CRM as of now. You can also send an audio note by just clicking on the mic and the audio would be recorded. By clicking on the audio, you can record your message. You can see the countdown. You can add the auto stop on silent. You can pause the audio. You can set up the noise cancellation, silence level, and you can delete, re-record, pause, stop, preview, set up the speed, and send it to the chat. All these features are exclusively available in our application and you can easily use it right now. That's it in the chat section. Next, we can move to the dashboard. Now in the dashboard, we can see that the business name is mentioned on the top. Below that, we have a VABA number and the number can easily be copied and sent to our customers. Then we have our country from where we're going to operate. We have the Facebook Business Manager, account status, quality score, TPS. Below that, we have a message overview where we can see the total number of contacts, sent, delivered, read, and failed messages. Scrolling down, we go to the tools and automations where we can see if we have enabled any active AI agents. We can see the active running bots. We can see the active integrations if we have set up any, and we can see if how many QR codes and link are being generated. By clicking on the current subscription, you can view your subscription, you can upgrade your plan, and you can also view your invoices. Going down, we can see the message overview in a graph where we can see the graph in the month form, in a weekly time, in the year time, or we can set up a custom date. Below that, we have contacts by country. So if you have international customers as well, you can see from which country you are receiving most of your leads and the percentage and number would be mentioned here. Below that, we have analytics of tags that we have applied on the conversations. That's it in the dashboard section. Let's move to the campaigns. Now in the campaigns, you can see that I have already created a campaign. To create a campaign, you just click on the create campaign option. You can add the basic information, set up the schedule if you want to send it immediately, you want to schedule it for later, you want to keep it recurring, or you want to delete the templates after the broadcast. You need to follow simple 5 steps to create your campaign. For example, you need to add the basic information, you need to select the contact, distribute it, add the variables, set the test message, and you are good to send the campaign. When the campaign is sent, you can see in the bottom the total number of the contacts are mentioned over here. You can see how many messages are sent, delivered, and read. If you click on this eye icon, you would be able to see a report where you can see the campaign summary, the total number of sent, pending, delivered, read, not read, replied, no WhatsApp account numbers, which is very important, failed, and report of performance such as opted out users, average read time of the customers, average reply time, time taken, and the campaign speed. Below that, we can see the button clicks. If we have given any button in the template, we will be able to see a report of how many people have clicked on the button. Next, in the audiences, we'll be able to see the contacts which are there in the campaign or in the broadcast list. In the timeline, we'll be able to see the campaign timeline. And lastly, we have the templates that are sent. Below that, you can retarget the broadcast, you can resend the campaign, you can download the report of the campaign, we can instantly clone the campaign and delete the campaign as per our requirements. So that's it in the campaign section. Now we have already explored the profile, but let's click on the profile section again. Now you can see that our profile is available. If I click on the pencil icon, we'll be able to set our profile details. After that, we have an appearance mode. If you do not wish to activate dark mode, you can keep it disabled, but if you like the dark mode, you can just click on this toggle and the dark mode would be enabled for your device. By clicking on the toggle again, the dark mode would be disabled. Now below that, we have the account details like subscription, where we'll be able to see our current subscription and invoices, and also would be able to upgrade our plans. Below that, we have an option to change our password. After that, we have active sessions. If we click on active sessions, we'll be able to see how many devices are actively using our software and CRM. So what we can do is, if any of our team member is leaving our organization, we can just come here and we can remove them from our application. So we can maintain our data security. Next, we have security, in which we can set up the notification sounds, we can set up the system ringtone, we can set up custom ringtone, choose the ringtone, and see how it works. After that, we have an option of lock chat. So if you want to secure your chat, you can just click on the lock chat and you can set up a PIN for your conversation. Next, we have app lock, which would be used to secure the application from your phone lock. Next, we have moderations. In the moderations, we'll be able to see the compliance status or any activity which is suspicious on our account. Any warnings or block incidents would be visible in the moderations. Then we have the two-factor authentication. If we need to enable or disable it, we just come to our profile and we can do it. Then we have advanced protection, where we can set up OTP verification and whitelist the numbers which we want to add in our system. In the support, we have privacy policy, terms and conditions, about us, contact us, and FAQs. Below that, we have developers, where we have the API key and the webhook. If you wish to integrate your third-party software or any of your billing application with our software, you can copy the API key and get the webhooks from the profile. Lastly, we have the logout option and the delete option. Please do not click on the delete option, otherwise your data would be lost and your account would be downgraded. Now, let's click on the more options. All the additional features which are available in the CRM would be visible once we click on the More option. Firstly, we have the AI Agent Builder. Here, we can easily integrate our AI with the CRM. Also, we can integrate ChatGPT, Gemini, and we can view the active and inactive agents. The AI will analyze the previous chats and respond to the customers instantly. Next, we have automation timers. If we click on the automation timer, we can see that we can set up a delay to send the messages. As we all know that we cannot unsend a message once it is sent from the API number, we can delay the message by few seconds, and if an unwanted message is sent to the customer, we can simply delete it. Once the message is deleted within 3 seconds, it would not be delivered to the customer. This will help us maintain more professionalism in the conversation. Next, we have a chatbot builder. We can easily create a chatbot in the mobile application itself, and we can view all the active bots in the bottom. To create a chatbot, just click on Add Flow, add the name of the bot, add the description, and create the bot. We can add the starting point, which is also known as the trigger. For example, I'm adding a keyword over here. We save the configuration, add the action component as text message, add the message over here, save the configuration, click on Connect, and your bot will be ready. You can just click on the Save Flow option and your bot would be successfully saved. This is how easily you can create a bot right in your mobile phone. After the chatbot builder, we have an option of contact directory, where we will be able to see all our contacts which we have uploaded in the CRM. In the next line, we have custom DND option. If you do not wish to receive notifications during a specific time, you can set up a custom DND option for you over here. You can set up your time zone and add the changes accordingly. Next, we have the custom chat theme. By clicking on custom chat theme, you can set up a custom chat for your conversation. Next, we have feature request. If you are willing to send us a feature request which would help your business, please let us know in the feature request. We would understand it and work on it accordingly. Next, we have a flow builder. Flow builder is also known as WhatsApp flow. You can easily create flows inside your WhatsApp CRM in your mobile application itself and connect it with your templates. Next, we have a holiday calendar. If you click on holiday calendar, you would be able to set up holidays for the whole year. You can keep it recurring and add a new holiday. Then we have language settings. As we all know that we are going to introduce more than 150 languages in our application. So you can set up your language according to your business requirement, and you can also translate the conversations and reply to the customer according to their local languages. Next, we have opt-out keywords. We can add opt-out keywords like stop, not interested, do not message that the customer sends to us, and the customer would be opted out from our conversation. So the next time when we are adding those customers in our campaign or our broadcast list, they would instantly not receive the message because they have already opted out. After that, we have Profile Field Manager, where we can add our social media platforms, we can add our personal details, our social media accounts, and addresses. After that, we have Quick Reply Library. Here, we would be able to create quick replies and also sort them in groups. Let's take an example of a real estate business. Now, a real estate business has to send multiple brochures and details of a particular project to the customers. So you can just create all those things within a group and sort it accordingly and send to the customers. So you can easily filter out the quick replies and send messages to the customers more quickly. Next, we have the read receipt. If we click on the read receipt, we will be able to enable the blue tick, so the customer will know that we have read the messages. After that, we have report a bug. If you have any obstacles or you are facing any issues in the application, you can just click on report bug and we'll be able to resolve your query. Next, we have scheduled message. After clicking on scheduled message, we will be able to see the messages that we have scheduled for later date. Below that, we have the Smart Tag Manager. Over here, we can create custom tags, edit them or delete them according to our requirements. After tag, we have the staff access request. If our team member is sending us request for any of the CRM features, we will be able to view in the staff access request. We just have to click on that and approve the request. After that, we have team members. In the team members section, we can add our team members in the application so that they can access the panel. Next, we have the template library. Here is where we can create the template messages. All the existing template messages would be visible here. We can search a template, filter the templates, refresh the templates, and also create a new template. Okay, by clicking on the plus button which is in the bottom, we can create a new template. We can select the category of the template, which is marketing, utility, authentication. We can set the default message, catalog, flows, add a carousel message. We can add the template name, header, body content, footer text, buttons, preview the message, and we can click on next. After clicking on next, the template would be submitted for approval, and once it is approved, we can send it to the customers. Then we have the third-party integration. If we want to integrate any of our software or CRM with our particular software, what we can do is go to the profile, copy the developer API, and we can connect the application with our software. Next, we have the user role management. Here, we can create a role. We can access the role designer. Okay, here we can see the role identity, give access to the profile, and set a clear name so the team member can assign it confidently. Next, we have a masking option. We have multiple fields like name, phone, email, avatar, address, landmark, city, state, country, zip code, company, designation, description, and social links. So we can manage the access according to our requirement. Next, in the permissions, we have more than 50 options like active sections, activity log, AI assistant, API key, bot flow, campaign, canned replies, canned reply groups, chats, chat details, so on and so forth. After permission, we have the controls. In the controls, we can see there is an option called screen watermark. So if any of your team member is going forward and taking a screenshot of the conversation, that particular user's email ID and phone number would be sent to you as a notification. We also have a screenshot protection enabling feature available. We have an option to approve, revealing on any sensitive information. Last, we have the session timeout. By clicking on this, we can set up in how much time we want the team member to log out from the device. And if they want to log in again, they need to verify by sending a WhatsApp message, and they will be authenticated and logged in again to the application. Next, we have the WhatsApp QR codes. In the WhatsApp QR code, we would be able to create a QR code for our API number or any other WhatsApp business number. Next, we have WhatsApp business account. Here, we'll be able to add additional VABAs and view all our VABAs in the application. Next, we have the WhatsApp web. By clicking on WhatsApp web, we can link our phone device to our desktop. Next, we have the working hours. By clicking on working hours, we can set up the timing at what time we are available and working. And during our off hours, we can set up an away message, which would be available in the bottom. So that's it. That's the whole gist about that. This wraps up our quick tour of the new AllAbreach CRM mobile application. These features are fully live and ready to help you boost your productivity today. Thank you so much for watching.